I usually wear pink, but today I'm wearing black because I came straight from the funeral of my patients. I'm sick and tired of seeing how, as a woman, you are supposed to take everyone's abuse, and the moment that you stand up for yourself or say something, you suddenly become toxic, narcissist, selfish, everything on earth. Okay, let's get into it. These are the toxic traits that you need to have in order for people to respect you once and for all. Okay, so first toxic trait that you need to have is to not be a chill girl. A girl that will accept that he talks to other five girls, that he doesn't text back, that he will reply after 3 days and everything is fine because he thinks that he has an excuse. No, I don't care if he has a trauma, if it's a talking stage, if just because it's 2025 and we are supposed to accept everything, you are not supposed to set your boundaries as high as you can. And they either fit in them or don't fit. You are not just an emotional trash can right here waiting for them to put everything that they want inside and hopefully something good comes. Let them call you dramatic, let them call you too much, let them start dancing and spinning just to tell you how of a horrible person you are, but don't let them call you a chill girl, because what they expect is that you have to be the last option and even show that you are happy with that. Is that what you want? Second one is more of a continuation from this, but wanting validation and love from people that you invest in. Obviously, I'm gonna want validation and love from a person that I'm giving to my time, my space. I'm sharing with them my body, my mind, everything that I work so hard on. Obviously, I will want validation. I saw some people in relationships where they were like, you should have self-love and not expect anything from outside, and you should not depend on other people's validation. I will not depend on other people's validation, but my relationship with that person will depend on their validation. Because how am I supposed to have self love and not set boundaries and standards high and expect from others what I do for myself and what I do for them? Next one is that you don't explain your actions. You collect data of how people behave and then decide what to do with it. And if you decide to leave, you leave without giving any explanation. I don't care if it's a friend, a relationship, or a family, even. Some people, they just abuse you because all they know is abuse. That's all they felt. So, no matter how much you try to teach them what is right and what is wrong and how to treat you, they will just not change. The problem with tolerating abuse is that when you stay in that environment for too long, you become abusive. But you don't become abusive towards them. You become abusive towards yourself because the way that you are built, it's not like them. So you will not abuse back. But you will start abusing yourself just the way that they abuse you. And then what do you do when you break your own heart too? It's way easier to leave the abuser than to end up being the abuser to yourself and carrying that abuser inside of you. Another one is that you take extremely care of your physical appearance and your presence in general. They will think that you are vain, superficial, self centered. Okay, but do they think about the fact that most women didn't receive care from anybody? Most of the times, not even from their family. So they learn to take care of themselves. And people have the courage to get offended for that. You know what? It's way easier to manipulate and to abuse someone that doesn't care about themselves. Because imagine they don't care about you, you don't care about yourself. So you're perfect. And another one is that you don't explain your nervous system to anybody. You don't say, oh, I think this because of a trauma, or because of this, because of that. Listen, I rescued myself from every situation I've been through. Did you come to save me? If you didn't come to save me when I needed to be saved, I don't owe you any explanation of how I got out. The only person I owe explanations to is myself for what I accept next. So I might even be the villain in your story, but you don't even exist in mine. Another one is that you disappear after the first red flag. You don't owe anybody tolerance, forgiveness, patience, or even an explanation. I don't care who thinks I'm too much, who thinks I'm not enough. Only thing I care is, am I giving myself the care that I should have received from a caregiver? because people love to talk about self-love, but the moment that they see a woman loving herself, they panic so hard. It's funny because society has this idea of an exhausted woman, like looking tired and dry. But what people don't realize is that there are women that literally walk out there with confidence, talk to everybody, smile to people, and they're literally falling apart inside. And then they will just come into your life and they will expect one free pass, two free passes, three free passes. Every red flag should be tolerated until you collect like 20, and then finally you're qualified for considering it disrespect and leave. Another one is to cut off friends that don't support you and that sadly compete with you suddenly without any explanation. There are some people that when you evolve, they will see the standards that you set for your life as a mirror of the standards that they don't have, and how they allow everything and everyone to treat them like a doormat. And because they believe that they don't deserve anything, they also believe that you as well don't deserve anything, because they believe that since you are friends with them, somehow you are at the same level. So when you level up, they think that you are too much or expecting too much from your life. And other people, they're just friends with you because they somehow feel above you, they feel better than you, and they enjoy feeling like that. That's why they are there. So when you level up, they can't feel above you anymore. Like, let's say you were the fat friend before, and now you lost weight and you glowed up. And they can't feel above you anymore, and they will stop feeling comfortable around you because you can't satisfy their superiority complex anymore. Now, that friendship was never about you two as people, it was because they wanted to satisfy their ego through you. And the last one for this video is, you get bored in relationships that are healthy but lack polarity. When you are a feminine woman, you feel safe around a man that is masculine. A man is not, you need to step into your masculine energy, which is not natural for you. In my relationship, for example, in the beginning, I could have never been here, even with all the respect in the world, if I had to do masculine things like planning dates, asking him out, or texting first. There are things that I feel like men should be doing for a woman, and the woman should give back with her interest, with her presence, and let him cultivate the relationship when it's starting. Not like some countries like Spain, where men expect you to text first if you're interested, or to tell them to be your boyfriend. Just imagine, you text them first, you ask them out, and then you go on the internet and you start looking for restaurants, you plan the exact date, and then you go to a shop, you buy yourself a nice dress, because obviously you also have to look absolutely stunning. You do your makeup, and then you go pick them up, and you also make a nice surprise, like with flowers and everything, open the door to the car for them to go out, and then just go to the restaurant and enjoy your night. That's what they want you to be comfortable in. Anyways, thank you for watching, and see you next time.